Buenos dias. Sorry, guys, my computer was acting up. Denise, Monica, good morning. It was acting up. Oh, what are my shoes? And I was also trying to get ready for what we're cooking today. So I was in the kitchen getting some stuff started because, on Fridays we do some cooking for the members. So I am here. It's a cloudy morning again. But we are here. Good morning, Cynthia. Are you guys ready? Let's see. I'm coming to confession. We had like a monsoon 2 days ago. I was at the store and it started raining and pouring. Denise, good morning. And I was sitting there waiting it out because, I'm a bus rider and I had, one little bag. It wasn't anything heavy. So I said, oh, well, I might as well sit here and wait. And I was snacking on when I go to Reba Smith, which is one of the stores here, they have my favorite mixed nuts pack. Now, I'm not into prepackaged food, but I like that. And then I passed the bakery section, and that was really good. And they had a small little pack of pound cake. So I got one of those. Listen, I may be health conscious. I will never buy a cake for me here to eat. But once in a while, I haven't had cake in a long time. I don't even bake for that reason. Because if it's in the house, I'm going to eat it. So I don't. And I did buy a small little cheesecake for my birthday, and I'm still paying the price for that. So no bueno. But once in a while, if I feel like an ice cream, I'm gonna have it. I don't want to die and then say, "Oh, I wish I had the ice cream." The only thing I'm not gonna eat is steak, just because I don't like the heaviness of the meat. But I like my oxtail. My brother's coming tomorrow, and tomorrow morning, bright and early, I'm gonna be at the meat market to get an oxtail. I'm making bouillon, which is a type of soup, soupy stew. You guys ready? I'm ready. I'm trying to get a group to start a walking group in my area, and I'm still trying to figure out what day of the week. My days ugh, are crazy. And crazy not because I'm doing a lot, because I'm on the computer a lot. I just put together my relocation guide, and I'm trying to find ways to market it. And one of the ways to do that is to start like they call a landing page, which is like a little website with a link for them to pay and download. So that's what I've been working on. And I'm not good at it. I am not a technical person, so I struggle. But some things I use Fiverr. I had the guy organize my ebook in Fiverr, so gotta get my funds together and maybe get someone to help me with that. All right, enough talking, enough chatting. Let's start moving, right? Let's start moving. We're gonna warm up. Is the volume okay? I'm still trying to figure out how to do it with my phone, but right now we're on the laptop on my Mac. All right, and then again, when I can, I'll do a camera. I have a tripod, and I'll buy a camera. But hey, that's not urgent right now. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Wide. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the oven. I have stuff in the oven that we're gonna cook with. So I might have to maybe in about 20 minutes make a rush for it and turn the oven off. Okay? I'm just telling you right now. That's what happens when you live. Okay, let's go to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep tapping your feet. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is advanced, but you don't have to do it fast if you don't feel like it. You can slow it down, okay? Keep breathing. I don't know what the number is. We keep moving. You know, to be this age and be able to move, that is a blessing, right? I have arthritis, my knees work, my hips work, you know. Wednesday, I did some exercises that were a little bit new, and I felt it. I was like, ooh, I still have muscles that I haven't used. Come on, let's do this. Dip, 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 dip. Woo. These are good. Now we're gonna go with the arms up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretching. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's walk in place. Remember to breathe. Your breath is your power. All right. Let me aim my fan a little better. And then we're going to do our regular stretch. Remember, power stance, power base. Inhale up. Exhale. And up. You know, we always do those because these are excellent. All right? Now you're giving thanks to God, to the universe. Power of opposition. You're pulling yourself up. You're stretching that body all along. Stretch, pull. It's a conscious pull. Everything is tight right here and legs, right? Okay. Breathe. And then slowly come down. Now you just woke up. Give your back a chance. Oh, nice. Okay. So good. Yes. You slowly and gently stretching your back and your hips. Don't do it too hard. You don't want to do any sudden movements, right? Down and put your fingers on the ground and move from side to side. Remember, your hip bones are the biggest. This is the largest bone in your body, the femur, right? All right, let's come up and stay right here. Can you do it? Let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now bend the knees, one after the other, and roll up. Always be careful of your back. Now let's roll. Back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's go to the side. And the other side, stretching the neck. Take a deep breath. I feel warm already. And the thyroid. This is the gland that controls your metabolism. So if it's swollen, you have goiter, and that's not good. When I do assessment as a nurse practitioner, you go behind the patient and then you feel here. If you feel it, it's overgrown. It's too big. It shouldn't be big. And when you get your lab work done doing the, once yearly, you need to check the function of your thyroid because that affects how fast you burn fat, your metabolism, estrogen, progesterone, all that's together. All right. Number 2, inhale up. Exhale. We're giving thanks, thanking the universe, thanking God for waking us up this morning. Some people did not. You know, the old ladies will tell you that. Thank you for waking me up, God, this morning. I don't know why you give me another day. I don't deserve it, but I'm grateful, right? Now pull your arms back. Stretching that shoulder in the middle, in the back. Push your arms back. In the middle. One last time. Push back. Arms down. We come down. Gently curve your shoulders and keep stretching those shoulders and upper back. Keep breathing. Now those hands, you're going to push them through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Now put your hands up a little bit and lift up. You know we do these too, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk your hands back and come up. Hands on your knees, looking straight ahead. The mighty stretch. Breathe. Woo. Now bend your knees. 1, 2, and curve back up. Isn't that good? The last one. Stretch. Stretch. I'm stretching. And come back down. Now that's when we're going to walk up here. You know that stretch? This is advanced. We do it. We're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get on your toes and you stretch. Hello, good morning. I love this one. That shows that you're strong. Your arms are holding your body, right? And then you go back. Let me put the camera down a little bit so you can see. Very important that you do it correctly, right? Now we're going to come back up, like so. Push, 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 push. And then we walk up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you get onto your toes. Onto your toes. Breathe. Breathe. And then go back. We got one more to do. And push. Push your booty way back. Push. Feel the stretch. Then we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On our toes. This is a beautiful stretch. And we go back. Alrighty. Woo! That was good. Grab your ankles. Now come up to your knees and stretch. Now bend the knees one at a time and we roll up. All right. How you feeling? Do you feel nice and warm? Yes. Woo. All right. I'm sweating. Are you sweating? is only the beginning. We haven't even started yet. So I think 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna have to go and turn the stove off. Right? All right. Remember, when you're working out, your clothes will be talking to you. You don't need a scale. Don't stress over a scale. And I tell people here in Panama, nobody cares how heavy you are. So relax, sis. There is no judgment in these streets. People worry about their boobs not being big enough, their butt like me, no butt. It's way past the time for me to worry about stuff like that. Right? Stretch. Ah. Plus, I have nobody I need to worry about pleasing. You know how guys like to touch that. I'm good. I was telling that Greta, one of the sisters here, I said that this lady told me, she's like, well, Miss Maggie, you need somebody. When it's cold, you need somebody to rub. She said, well, if I'm cold, I'll get what did she say, a blanket or something? You bend this knee. That was so funny. And then come up. All right, and then stretch. Oh, the front leg. Ah. Woo. So good. And then the other leg. We go straight. Something in my eye. Holy sweat. Stretch it, stretch it. Now bend that knee. So good. And then come up, stretch the ankle and the toes. Yes, don't forget them. Oh, that feels amazing. And down. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Now let's do a warrior one. Stretch. You go one side. We're still stretching, ladies. And then on down and stretch. You feel that on the side of the back? Oh, yes. Breathe. Ah. Exaggerate it. Somebody's pulling you on that side. Okay? Don't work out for no reason. You want the results. Meaning you want your muscle to be nice and lean and stretch, right? So when you do it with intention, not like haphazard. You're wasting your time, not my time. I'm getting it. All right? Down. And stretch all the way, all the way. Ooh. All the way. Ah. Woo. I think I'm good now. I am good. And I do it every time. Every time I work out. I take a good 10, 15 minutes to stretch. And I encourage you to do the same. All right? All right, let's go. We ready? Let's walk in place. Today I'm doing the jumping jacks, and you can do the abbreviated one. I'm going to go and do them now, when I'm nice and warm. I would love to get to 100. I don't know. But I've been doing about 70. Ooh, one of my clients is not looking so good. I have a black thumb. I'm not good with plants at all. It's by the window and it's inside, so I'm doing my part. Water it once a week. Anyway, the only thing I used to be able to grow at home were pineapples. I would take the crown and stick it in the ground. Next year, I had a baby pineapple. It was so good and juicy. But I don't need to do all that. Pineapple are like $2, $3, $4 here. And herbs. I would like to grow some herbs because I'm a herb fanatic, right? All right. Remember, for you, this is your modified jumping jack. Okay? All right. And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, you can slow down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, You got to challenge yourself. That was my challenge to myself today. Now I have to slow it down. Woo! Listen. Oh, the oven stopped on its own. Perfecto. Oh my God. That was good. Good job, Maggie. I was like 50, 60, 70 every day. Try to do a little more. One more, two more, 10 more with any exercise. All right? Okay. Don't worry. I've been working out for a while. So if you're just getting started, pace yourself. Okay? You don't have to do jumping jacks. I just like them because I know they're effective. They're good for my heart. They're good for my junk. And the fact that I'm pounding the ground, that's resistance for my bones, right? So they get strong. You can pop 3 calcium pills. Not going to do any good at this point. The best time to build strong bone is when you're younger, in your teens, 20s. That's when. Good habits, good exercise, eating well. You know, people in this part of the world, we eat a lot of beans, so we get our calcium like that way. I don't drink milk per se, even though I bought some because I want to make granola, and I like to use it like a cereal sometimes. I don't make granola that much. In fact, that's what I was going to make for you today. I went to the store. Good morning, Lynette. And I got some stuff. I got the oats. I got honey. What else did I get? I got some peanuts. But I needed other kinds of nuts, you know, like almonds and pecans. What else do we need? I like pistachio nuts. Oh, I love pistachio. But you know, they're pricey. Whew. So I will make the granola one of those Sunday lives because I promised them we would make like a breakfast bowl. So that's going to be our breakfast bowl with the granola and yogurt and all. All right, guys. My oven turned off on its own, so that's good. I can leave whatever's in there for a few more minutes, and I have to go take them out. All right. So I'm not going to tell you what we're going to cook when we finish exercise. It's just a salad that we're going to put together, and then we'll make a smoothie. Because, you know, I don't eat breakfast usually. I eat something like around noon. Early in the morning, I can't put things in my stomach that early. But that's me. That's me. If you're a breakfast person, go. All right, ladies, let's do the knees. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are excellent exercises too. 7, upper, lower, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We did it. It's good for your hips. You feel it, especially when you do the sideways, right? Okay. Now we're going to do diagonal, right? All right. Elbow to knee. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. The last few are always hard. Oh. All right, guys. It smells good in here. So when you're eating, always think about what you're putting in your tummy. Today I posted in the on the Facebook page, Diane Sawyer, who's one of my favorite interviewers. I can't believe she's still around. She used to work for ABC News, but she's very smart, kind, the thing that I like to see in anybody. You can be smart, but you don't need to be cocky and rude and unfeeling. People like that, I'm like, stay over there. I just don't have time for that. This is my favorite statement nowadays. I have no time for this. So please, sir, ma'am, stay over there. Not in my space. I don't want that energy. That's why I don't watch the news sometimes. I don't need that. Disturbing my peace and affecting my psyche. You're not worth that. Nope. All right. But anyway, she's going to be interviewing Bruce Willis. And I don't know if the lady is his young wife or his daughter. Because, you know, he's got Lewy body dementia. And I did a class for my sisters here in Panama about dementia. I'm a psychiatric nurse. And I dealt with that a lot in my career. And the family dynamics, the things that the family has to go through, unless you've gone through it, you have no idea. It's a bear. And a lot of times the caregiver croaks before the patient because the patient is in la la land, right? The brain is dying, but they don't know, they're aware. But you are taking the brunt of it. And it's life changing. So if you get a chance, check I think it's the 26th of December, and then get the time straight depending on where you are. You know, just like the movie, was it The Notebook? Or which movie was that when the lady had Alzheimer's, was in the nursing home, and the husband, one of my favorite actors, he kind of moved in, I think, and just went along with her. She didn't recognize him, and he started courting her again. Just such a beautiful love story, right? And anyway, all right, opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All these exercises are designed to give you flexibility in your joints, right? But of course, if you have arthritis, you know to be more gentle with yourself. And I tell my arthritis people, take your medication. Arthritis is not a reason for you to stop. If you stop using those joints, they're going to go bad quicker. So you need to slowly keep working them. And of course, prevention is the best medicine, right? Walk, swim, do whatever you can to keep those joints. Now, I used to have trouble with this shoulder. And I think it was because I carried a lot of books or stuff when I was in school. But it's like, okay, what can I do? So I started, purposely working it. When I go shopping, if I start, carrying a bag, after a little while, I start feeling a little something, then I'll go and change it. So be in tune with your body. Don't just say, oh, that hurts, and pop a pill. You can take your medicine, but you have to do other things. Okay? All right. So all this elbow to knee was good for your core, your side, right? So now we're going to do some standing up abs. This is when you go, like you crunch, but with the crunch, you're lifting your knee and you're on your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the same thing as if you were on the ground, except with these, you're not putting pressure on your neck, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Woo! Now, today we're working with the jaw. And I hope you have your jaw or some weights, right? Power base. Let's stretch the legs. I remember I told you my thighs used to be really thin. And I used to bemoan that. Oh my God, look at those chicken thighs, chicken legs. Now I wish for some chicken thighs. They're not too bad, but I would like them to be a little thinner. Because I know it's not all muscles there. There is fat. Yeah, the fat that stays here, that could be my best friend. Yeah, the love handle, they're not as bad, but they're still there. All right, guys, let's do something for the arms, okay? Because you know we don't want jiggles. So we're gonna go like this, up and 1. Stay down a bit, and 2. Hold, and 3. Hold, and 4. Hold. These are good. And 5. Hold. And hold. 6. Woo. And hold. 7. And hold. 8. And hold. 9. And hold. 10. And hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I felt those. Did you feel these? Did you do them? Your heart is moving. You don't need to be doing the jumping jacks or to be running to get a good cardio workout. Sweat is pouring down. That means I'm working hard, right? Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Lordy, lordy, lordy. All right, so we're gonna stay down. And then we're gonna do some biceps while we're holding down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's come up. Rest a little bit. Oh, yeah. Give yourself a break if you need it. You're not competing with anybody. That's why I couldn't work with a trainer. When they're pushing, 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 I probably would lose my cool. It's like, listen. But if you're looking for a perfect body, yeah, you put in the work and work with the trainer. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving you my money to tell me to do something I know to do. No, senor. No, senora, senorita. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We're going to be holding the bottle above our head so we can work the triceps. Okay? We just did the front. So if you have weights, every so often, just do a few of these with weights. Those are good for the front of the arms or the biceps, right? And these are good exercises too. When you do this with weights, very good for your biceps and triceps. All right. Now we're doing triceps. Let's go down, grab the weight or the bottle, go back. Make sure you see your elbows in your line of vision and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, we're going to stay down and we're going to lift up and hold the bottle straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Oh, the guys are still cleaning the glass outside. All right, let's go side to side. All right, we're gonna do the inner thighs this time. We're gonna lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now together. 1, 2. You feel those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, yes, yes. I felt that. And ooh, ooh. All right. Another good stretch for the inner thighs is to go down, sit, and put your elbows against your knee and push out. Push out. Oh, yes. You're stretching those inner thigh muscles. Oh, my goodness. So good. All right. Woo. All right, guys. How's it going? How you guys doing? You good? Question, are you keeping an eye on the oven? It turned off by itself. Now I need to turn off the stove for the chickpeas. Hang on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty. Oh my God. What time is it? All right, let's do a little bit more on the legs. And then we need to do something on the ground, right? We gotta do some We got to do some planking. Planking is good for your whole body and for your arms. You do want strong arms. Thank you, Lynette. But my pepper got kind of lost its green, so that's okay. I'll put some, I have some mint and some little bit of cilantro. So we're going to add that because we need contrast, color, right? Okay. All right. For the legs. Whew. Don't forget your legs. You need your legs. You see this? It stretches your ankles. Make sure you do that, right? You can hold and turn your ankle. Don't forget your ankles. Your ankles carry all your weight. And you know, if your heart is not in good order, that's when you start seeing the swelling. And of course, the amount of salt and packaged food that you eat. Don't let me find you eating potato chips. Once in a while. Once in a while. You can cheat once in a while. I cheat all the time. Last week I had my croissant. My daughter was here. I also had fried fish twice. So I'm on a quarantine. I can't have fried fish for a few more weeks. But I have it once in a while. I don't deprive myself like that. I just need the discipline not to eat the same thing I know is not so good for me a lot. Okay? All right. So the legs, as long as you haven't bent, you know, if you were to just do this several times a day and just stay there as long as you can, you're good, sis. You tightening those muscles and then you getting strong in your core. This is great exercise. So now I'm going to do with my arms out. And again, that's balance. That's core strength, right? Your legs. If you've been working them, they're like a little shaky, but that means that's good. That's when you're doing the reshaping. And then you come up to the front and keep holding. Keep holding. Woo! Even my butt is shaking. Oh, oh my God. Okay. Wow. That's all you need to do. Okay? It doesn't have to be, you know, extravagant for people to see you up here and running and doing all this kind of stuff. Mm-mm. You know, now, this woman who is on the internet telling you, all you need to do is 7 minutes of exercise every day. Well, when I see people telling me, oh, I look like this because I work 7 minutes a day. Listen, it is not true. There is no way. That means you took no time to stretch your body, and you're telling me 7 minutes. And now, every time she comes on, I get so irritated, and I move away. Now there's a guy that is AI generated saying, "Oh, you need Tai Chi." So now the other one, I think he said 7 minutes too. And they're showing with his six pack, and he said, "I don't exercise, I do Tai Chi, really, for 7 minutes." Bull. So I'm saying, don't believe the stuff you see online. Crap. People lying to you. And the problem is, they know people like you and I, we buy into it, right? Because if you click and they say, oh, download the app, and then it's like $8.99 a month. And before you know it, you have like 10 $8.99 a month coming out of your paycheck every month. Don't do it, ladies. Now, of course, some of us, we've done some of it. But you get to a point, you got to say, okay, I'm seeing through this. This is a marketing ploy. I have the windows open today, ladies, so you might hear some noise because it's a nice, cool morning in Panama, something that we don't get very often. All right, before we do the plank, let's do some leg exercises. Let's lift them up. 1, 2. It's good for your butt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go out and in. Out and in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Those are the ones I was in bed yesterday and I'm like, why are those muscles hurting? Because I don't usually do this kind of exercise, right? All right. But they're still good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, my chair's moving, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ow. Those are hard. So I have to do more of them from now on because they help open the hip joints. Whew. All right. Now we're gonna do our we're gonna do the plank. My other phone is on the charger. Okay. I don't like this phone that much. It's a Chinese phone. All right, let's go. No plank. We're going for 60 seconds. 15. 30. We can do it. 45. 55. 60. Oh my goodness. The sweat is just pouring. Pouring, pouring, pouring. Oh my goodness. Did you do it? Remember, you can start with 15 seconds. And if you do like 16, 17, every day do one more. One more. I promise you. Before you know it, you're going to be at 60. Okay? All right. But it has to be a goal that you have. And you have to be intentional about it. I mean, these workouts, it's not designed to make you lose weight per se. It's to make you feel good, right? Because when you move, your heart is working. It's sending good, fresh blood to your brain, to your muscle, your kidneys, your legs. Everything works better when you move. I think also I posted, this woman scientist said, if you take a walk 3 times a week, you reduce your risk of dementia by 80%. So even we don't walk, but what we're doing here, 3 times a week, same effect. You want to protect your brain, you want to feed it all the good stuff. All right? So let's stretch. Woo! Stretch, 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 stretch. And we're going to come up, and then we're going to do the obliques. Ready? 1, 2, 3, center. 2, 3, 3, center. Woo. 3, 1, 2, center. 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Center. 5. 1, 2, 3. Center. 6. That means you have strong abs and core, right? 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. Center. 9. 1, 2, 3. Center. Last one. How many were you able to do? It's very good. It's a goal, right? Let's stretch the abs. Stretch. Another good stretch for the abs. This one. This one. And this one. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's lift the legs up. And when you hug your knees to your chest, you're stretching your lower back. Right? Straight. And go up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're releasing the tension. Now, this is something I started to do. It's a little bit difficult, but let's go. Open your legs and just hold your hand there. You don't need to push it. Gravity is going to want to pull them down, right? And bend your knees. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Right. And bring him in. Now hold, put your hand under your butt. That means you're trying to hold the lower back down. Let's bring this leg down as much as we can. Woo. And up. Let's see how many we can do. 2. And 3. I'm going for 5. And 4. One more. And 5. So that is a goal for me to be able to do more of those, right? And that stretches the quads, stretches the quad. And let's come up. I think we've done enough. Today, we are going to stretch, touch your toes. You go side to side. You're stretching the back. Go to the right. And go to the left. Oh, yes. All right, let's come up. Oh, today's Friday. Oh, there is an event. I have to figure it out. Today's the 15th. I think my friend Hilaria said today they're celebrating Panama City Day when it was, I don't know, inaugurated. Whew. All right, ladies, how'd you do? It's cloudy here in Mexico. Monica, you did good, Lynette. Why are you crying? You sweating? I know, I know. Well, sweating is good. I told you. Sweating is how you get rid of impurities through your skin. All right, ladies, cute top. Oh, thank you. You know why I like it? Because it hides my role. Yes, I am fighting the roles. I think this week I finally decided. I said, you know what? I'm not going to obsess over this belly anymore. I am way past that at my age. I'm going to keep working out to feel good, and the rest of it, I leave it alone. Yes, yes, yes. We just eat, we exercise to feed our brain. It's for our mental health, to keep depression, anxiety away, right? All right, ladies, let's take this computer to the kitchen. I'm going to show you what I kind of thought in my head. I told you I wanted to do the granola with you guys. Maybe we'll do it next week, next Friday. Every Friday we do a little something that has to do with food. All right, let's go. You see, it's cloudy here. This is outside of my window. Yes, and we had the guys. They have been, they've been painting and doing other things. We have 65 floors in our building, and I'm on 38. So after they painted, they had some, a little bit of paint, and I'm afraid of heights, so I'm never close to the back to the banister over here. And they had this guy in ropes just cleaning, and I was like, oh, this is so nice. So this is my view, you guys. This is the Panama Canal over there, and then when you go over here, you see the city, part of the city. And then if you go down, this is what we call the Cinta Costera. This is the path where people walk, right? And then Casco Viejo is over that way. And you see the mountains and the canal. You see the ships. And where you see the red roofs, that's Casco Viejo. And the presidential palace is in that same area. So I have this wraparound porch. This goes into my bedroom. I open the door every time there is a little bit of coolness. I love to have fresh air. I'm from Florida, so I believe in fresh air. So this is it. So it's cloudy. Yes. You got to see everything today, huh? Oh my God, I am sweaty. Okay, we're gonna go into the kitchen. All right, Lynette, you're not waiting for the food. You're leaving us. Okay, I'm just making a salad together, and then I was going to do a smoothie because I don't eat. Oh no, no, no! I can't have the AC on because I have the doors open. It would be a waste of energy. All right, you got to think. So we are going to put together a salad. And what I thought I would do, since I wasn't doing the uh, the granola, right? So I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna bring things over so you can see how I put it together. Okay. Now let me wash my hands. Hand washing is the best way to keep yourself safe. So, what is some of your favorite things to cook? You know me, I'm mostly whole food plant based. I love beans, lentils. I have lots of beans in the house. But as I've gotten older, I realized that I can't have too much of the beans, right? It, it's like my stomach starts doing this. And I like to keep my stomach going, perfect. I have constipation in my family. You hear good. I have constipation in my family, so I have to, drink, move, exercise, and lots of fiber. That's why I'm not a juicer, right? Because when you juice, what do you do with all the pulp? I don't want to lose that. So I'd rather throw it in the blender and everything together night because I want the fiber. So I'm very intentional about not getting constipated because that is something that runs in my family. And that's what you want to do, right? You want to know your history, what runs in your family, so that you don't develop the same problem. That includes hypertension, diabetes, and everything else, right? Okay, my pretty bowl. I like this bowl. It's heavy, and you can do a lot of things with it. Okay, so what I did, um, I started thinking. I said, you know what? I don't like the corn here. It's not sweet at all, but I like to roast it. And what I do, I just get the corn, right? And take my knife and take the, what do you call these? Uh, Corn, whatever. I just take the corn itself and then just put a little bit of herb oil in it and roast it. And these little pans are perfect. I bought them here when I was looking for a pan to make like a loaf, but I don't make bread like that. So that's 2 small ears of corn that is just roasted in the oven. It is absolutely beautiful. And I could sit here and eat that by itself. You see how pretty it is? And it smells so good. And I got some, they have these tomatoes here in Panama. You buy, I go to my favorite store and then I buy like a bag like this, $1. Everything that is in bags in that area is like $1. So it comes like this, and the tomatoes are this small. And they have a name for them, but so I buy them. I'm not really a potato person, but I decided to roast some. Again, I rinse them. I like them with the skin, and then I just roasted them with herb oil. That herb oil I use for everything. All right. So I'm putting that in here. Roasted potatoes. You can do the same thing with sweet potato. I don't have sweet potato. And you can do it with the calabaza squash. Oh, now that's my favorite. I love squash. Okay. And I wanted to do some red onion. So I did the red onion, but I have some poblano peppers. You could use, what do you call that? Bell peppers, whatever you want. So I'm putting these in here. Another thing you could do in here, you could have cauliflower. Ooh, that would be nice. Cauliflower with uh, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. You can put all that in here. You could put edamame. Listen, play with your food. Play with your food. All right. So now that's a nice mixture. But now the star is going to be the chickpeas. All right. So the chickpeas have been cooking. And I tell you that I always cook my chickpeas. I don't buy chickpeas in the can anymore because all you have to do is soak them overnight. And then in the morning, you cook them with 1 bay leaf and then fresh garlic. All right. So now I'm going to put some in here and then I'm going to toss them in some herb oil. That herb oil, I'll tell you, I use it for everything now. I put it on my eggs. Yesterday, I did some eggs. And that's what I tell people. When I cook, do the live on Sundays, if it's just me, I don't really cook during the week. I just do a little something here, a little something there. I don't. You know, you don't want to be, putting a lot of things. What are you going to do? It's just you. And I don't like to have a bunch of leftover food in my fridge anymore. Too many fresh things to eat here. All right, let's see. I think we can use all the chickpeas. That's about 1/3 of a pound. And that's a lot because it's like $1.50. And then you boil it, you get all this in here. And then guess what? I saved the water. That's beautiful water here. I put it in a jar. And then when I'm making soups and stuff, I use that water. All right. So we got chickpeas. There's a little bit of garlic in there that cooked with it. So I am putting it in there. Then I'm going to put a little bit of my herb oil. You know, last week on Sunday, it was like up to here. So that means I've used that this week. So that's not bad. I didn't use any butter this week at all. And then we're going to add some tomatoes. You know, if you ever have the little pack of tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes with the multicolors, ooh, you know, Sam's Club has that. So if you ever want to do that, you could. Another thing you could add to a salad like this is like this little bites of this cheese that you see them sell in the frozen section or the cool section. They come and they're like seasoned in that seasoned oil. Those little kind of cheese. Or you could just do some blue cheese at the end. Play with your food, ladies. Play with your food. And then at the same place where I go, I can buy a bag of 6 of Roma tomatoes for $1. I bought the same in the store for 3 something. Mhm. All right, let's wash these tomatoes. Okay. So remember what I said too. If you go, you have a big haul of veggies. When you come home, fill your sink, put some baking soda and some vinegar, and let your veggies soak in there. Then you can get rid of some of the grime and some of the stuff that they spray them with, right? I had a little something at home, a core to take the core of the tomatoes out. I probably still have it. Somebody decided to create something like that. Why can't I come up with something like that? All right. So now you see the size of tomatoes and potatoes. So I want to make sure my tomatoes are about that size. Okay. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go like this. And the tomato is gonna give me the contrast that I need in terms of color, right? Now, tomatoes are good for you, but if you have arthritis, just go easy. Apparently, there is a compound in tomatoes that aggravates your arthritis. I read that. I don't have arthritis, so I can't say I've experienced it, but my friend, I told her, she said, I started, kind of going easy on the tomato sauce, and she said, I feel better. My knees feel better, so I don't know. I'm just telling you what she said. All right. Whew. Perfecto. All right, so now I'm just gonna put some herbs and I'm gonna make a quick dressing with my herb oil as a base. Okay, look at that. Now you see, when I say play with your food, I'm not playing. I'm really playing with my food. Now this is for you, members. This is not something I've done, on the live. But look at that. It's so pretty. Yep, and we're gonna have to add a little salt, but I'm gonna do that with the dressing, so no worries. Okay. So here I have some fresh herbs, Herba In Panama, I mean mint. In Panama, they have 2 kinds of mint. Don't ask me why. Herba is the mint that I'm familiar with, and they also have another one called menta. But this is the mint that I'm used to. So whenever you make chickpea salad, add some mint. It's just perfect. Perfect marriage. And of course, with herbs, you know, you don't go too crazy because you never want to overpower any dish with any flavor. You just want everything to marriage, to be a happy marriage. Okay, that's good. I like to put it in my water, and I love mint tea. I just love mint tea. Now, the cilantro, it goes bad really, really fast here. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find a few twigs that are worth using because it's going bad. Had a little something here. If I don't use the cilantro within like 2 days, it starts going bad here. Probably because they didn't spray it with a lot of stuff. And it's everywhere. Well, not cilantro. Sometimes I have a hard time finding cilantro. Culantro is everywhere here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I think that's enough. I think that's all I can salvage from this. It's gone. All right, let me rinse this. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Jalapeno. If you don't like hot, don't put it in, but I like a little heat. All right. I think I'm just going to make this smoothie and then have that and leave the salad marinating. When you make a salad like this, you want to leave it in the fridge at least for a couple of hours to let all the flavors marinate. But if you're going to add the cheese when you're ready to serve. Don't put the cheese in there. Ooh, that's not my knife. That's an old one. And with the herb, you don't want it too thin. You don't want to chop it too thin. You want it to be able to release. See, I can just smell it. It smells so good, so good. Okay, and we are going to just put a little bit of the jalapeno in there, really thin. And then we're going to make a quick dressing for our salad. Oh, so good. Now with the jalapenos, because everything is a little bit not straight, I'm just going to cut them in half. No seeds, because that's where the heat is, right? I'm cutting them in half. Put that in there. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, so good. All right, let's do the dressing. And after we do the dressing, then we're going to put a little acid. Remember, acid will make your, okay, I'm going to get a little bit of Dijon. I have some lime juice. I have Dijon mustard. These are things that you should always have in your fridge. Okay? Make the herb oil. You've seen me make it many times. So I'm going to put a little bit in here. Not a lot. I put a little bit of herb oil. So I'm going to put, and I think that's enough oil. No more oil. So we're going to put red wine vinegar, vinagre de vino, red wine vinegar. Or if you don't have red wine, you could put any kind of vinegar, it's fine. And I'm going to put a little bit of Dijon mustard. Little bit, not a lot, because it's not a honey mustard dressing. This is just, but Dijon is one of those things that you want to have in your kitchen because it really makes things taste a little bit better. So now let's shake it before we figure what else we might need to add. Okay? So when you go and you get your jars, don't throw them all out. Use them. Oh, okay. Oh, look how it looks. See? It's got enough acid, but it needs salt and pepper. And I'm going to add a little bit of cumin. I don't know. I'm on a cumin thing nowadays. Yeah, it has enough acid. Cumin, a little bit of salt, sea salt, not a lot. A little bit of pepper. You don't need to buy free, salad dressing. I haven't bought one of those things in a long time. Okay? So there is sage now. I think I have dill. I'm going to put a little bit of dill. Little bit of cumin. And then we're going to taste. I just love cumin, but you don't need a whole lot. Only a little bit. Muy poquito. Poquito. All right. Just a tad more salt. Just a tad. Remember, don't give salt a bad name. You need salt. Just don't eat all those prepackaged food and you'll be okay. Okay? It's ready. Look, you see how easy it is? So don't. Woo. Yes, Lord. All right, I'm going to put it in my other dish and I'm going to foil it and I'm going to leave it. That's lunch. And my brother's coming tomorrow, but this is for me today. Wow. That's why I don't eat out. I'm kind of bougie about food. I'm sorry. The other day I went to a restaurant and I am going to do a review because I was so disappointed. It's not likely you're going to hear me say, I'm going to try this restaurant. I have a video I want to do, so sometimes I have to go, but not because I want to experience the food. There's one restaurant at Mercado de Mariscos, which is where everybody who comes to Panama City goes there. The fish market is on one side, and then they have a bunch of restaurants one next to each other. And I have found my sweet spot. Hi, Maggie. I'm Denise, 69. I'm moving to Panama in May. We look amazing, and I really enjoy your work. Thank you so much. Yay! How can I join the group with Facebook? If you go to facebook.com and then / the happy retiree, REE, and that's going to take you to our Facebook page. Facebook.com, the happy retiree. The only thing I feel like I'm missing in this salad is some green. So if you can throw some broccoli in there or some roasted Brussels sprouts, some green. Avocado, not so much because the avocado is going to start, falling apart in there, making a hot mess. I don't think avocado would be, like cube. Now, if you're going to plate it and then you're putting some slices of fresh avocado, yeah, that would do it. But look at this beauty, you guys. So I can eat this. This would be lunch and dinner for me. So if I'm eating this, I know what's in it and I know it's good for me. It's not something that somebody didn't wash their hands doing. Listen, there's a little cafe next door to me. I haven't been there in a while because this lady moved close to me and she got violently sick. And I said, where did you go eat? Did you go to a fonda? She's like, no, I just went next door to that little restaurant. And I tell you what, one day, I have bought fish there a couple of times. But to me, when you buy fish and they fry it, you're kind of safe because it's fried. Because the heat kills a lot of the microbes, right? But I said, what did you have? She said, salad. And I'm like, oh, no bueno. Because I was sitting there having coffee. Usually that's what I go there for. These little men don't wash their hands. And the nurse in me revolted. I'm like, oh my God. So you're making sandwiches, you won't wash your hands. One day I saw one rubbing his, listen, these are the kind of things that you expose yourself to when you go eat out. People who don't practice cleanliness, they go, the city or the health department goes and they make a visit and they find chicken laying around. Now that one can kill you. I mean, kill you. That salmonella will kill you. That's what I'm saying. Eat at home, please. And if you go to a restaurant, know the restaurant. I work for Disney. I work at a restaurant at Disney. I'm telling you, that chef there, it's up to the chef though, right? Because we had to take temperatures all around. And that was a big restaurant, Raglan Road. You've probably seen it. But that chef there, I took my hat off to him because I know, and I'm like, good job. People are not going to get sick because they're really good about making sure the meat is kept cold. And when you cook chicken, it needs to be at a high temperature, not like steak. Steak, you can go to 155, you're going to be good. Chicken has to go 165. Otherwise, it starts growing stuff. So please don't go eat out. But anyway, this lady was violently ill because she had eaten a salad that, who knows, maybe that the person didn't want, probably grabbed the lettuce, and that's how you get, not cirrhosis, hepatitis. They go to the bathroom and they don't wash their hands real good. Fecal food, nasty. Eat at home. So I go to this restaurant. Oh, my thing is done. Wow, okay. I wonder why it looked like that. I love this thing with this Ziploc. It's perfect. So I'm gonna go. Let me keep it. Hang on to it. Member selection. That looks like something from that I got from Sam's Club, which is they call it Price Mart here. Price Mart is Sam's Club. Okay, so this is gonna stay in the fridge. That's gonna be my lunch, my dinner. Okay, well, I can taste it some more. But of course, it tastes amazing. I made it, and I know what's in it. So it's chickpeas, grilled corn, roasted potatoes, roasted poblano peppers, fresh tomatoes, and then I added red onions, jalapeno, mint, and cilantro, and a dressing that I made with my herb oil. Okay. And I'm not just saying it because I made it, guys. You watch me. Amazing. Fresh. And the corn and the chickpeas, perfect. So if you whole food plant-based, chickpeas has a moderate amount of protein. So that's why, I ate it so much I got tired of it. edamame, and edamame is soybean, so it's got protein in it. Edamame, so learn to love edamame. If you cook edamame with quinoa, protein, protein. Quinoa has protein. And green beans has a little bit of protein as well. Green peas, I didn't know that, but so now I make sure I have them in my fridge. Because really, I don't eat meat during the week. When did I have meat last? I think Sunday I made a bowl and I had a little bit of chicken breast. That was the last time I ate meat this week. So good. All right. So to finish off today, I'm sorry, I'm tasting and you guys, that's a deal breaker. All right. So we are going to make one smoothie that I can eat. I have my cup ready for my smoothie. Usually after my workout, sometime I'll make a smoothie. All right. So in my jar, I'm gonna put. I had peeled a papaya. Ooh, that's what I like. I love papaya. So I'm gonna put some, and I can just eat the papaya slices, but I'm gonna put some in here. Yum. I still don't have any protein powder, but that's okay. I have some coconut milk, a little bit of it left. Coconut milk. Yes. And pineapple water. This is the juice. When I peel the pineapple, I rinse them, I boil them, and then I save the water. So I use that as my base for my smoothies. And because it's papaya, I don't want to put anything green in it. All right, ice. And the other thing that I always put in my smoothies, I put cinnamon, and I put cinnamon and cayenne pepper, always in my smoothies. Cayenne pepper helps your metabolism. Or you could put brown pepper, black pepper. But you know, that lady, the 7-minute lady, talks about cinnamon all the time. Everybody's talking about cinnamon. Listen, I grew up in this stuff. We put cinnamon in everything. And I put a little bit of my pure maple syrup just for a little bit of sweetness. This was like $10 or $12 here. And I've had it for a while because, you know, I don't do anything else with it. I was going to need it for the granola. Let's see, anything else? Oh, ginger and turmeric. I always add ginger and turmeric to my smoothies. Now, turmeric, I bought a whole pound for like 65 cents. So I ended up just freezing them, right? So I'll just throw this in here. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory. It's good for your joints. And they also talk about ginger, right? Ginger is getting all kinds of crops. Again, that is something that I grew up. We put ginger in everything. We made tea out of it. And boy, they'll give you that ginger tea. Woo! It's guaranteed to make everything pure. That thing was so hot, and they put a lot of it in there. And your grandmother hands you a cup of hot ginger tea, girl, you start sweating because that ginger hit. All right. So now I have fresh ginger, and I'm just gonna throw some of that in my smoothie. Get in that habit of doing that too. You will thank me. And health is something that you don't think about what you're doing, but if you were to take inventory, that all the stuff you're putting in your food, the additive, the good stuff, it's good for you. I was reading about rosemary earlier. They're saying how good it is for you. And I'm like, well, I put rosemary in all my meats, fresh rosemary, romero, they call it here. And then now I started putting it in my hair. I make a herb oil for my hair. I get the same oil. I put bay leaves, cloves, rosemary, and let it cook really slowly. And then it turns into this nice golden. And then I strain it and I put it in the jar. It's in my bed, in my bathroom. And that's what I put in on my scalp. And then I added a little bit in my spray bottle and I spray my hair. You don't even need anything else for your hair. I haven't used my, the pomade thing that you used to put. I use that instead. Listen, I told you everything we need, God has given to us in nature. All right. You guys have any questions? What's a deal breaker? You know what else I have? I saved the papaya seeds. I'm going to throw some of that in my smoothie. You know what they do? They say that the seeds get rid of parasites in your tummy. So maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, you add a little papaya seed into your smoothies. They don't want you to grind it, right? Because you're releasing something in there too fast. So I just add it, and because I have a big straw, it just goes whole and let it do its work inside. I remember when I had my cafe, we had so many special smoothies. The one that was, I still haven't done it for you guys here. That was the most popular one was something we call skin tonic. Skin tonic had, I told you that base with mango, but now I know it had too much sugar in it, so I wouldn't use that. That's why pineapple water, it works perfect for me, or cocoa water, or whatever you want. So here is your smoothie. It's not sweet, right? And it got all the pulp. So now I'm going to add some papaya seeds in here. And that's enough, right? And then I mix it in. and then it can go through my straw, and I just swallow. So that's a meal. I don't eat breakfast, and it's about 10, so I'm good. I have places to go today. Mm, perfecto. And then in the ice, it cools me off. Listen, ladies, I enjoyed hanging with you. Food poisoning. Oh, deal breaker. Oh, girl, I haven't been back to that restaurant, even for the coffee. And then another restaurant, I was telling you, fancy restaurant. People talk about it all the time. You know, all these expats here, they hang out at those places. And I'm like, I just don't do that. First of all, I don't want to spend my money that way. And to eat food that I don't want to eat and I think I can do a lot better. So I ordered, I'm sitting there looking at the menu and I said, okay, let me have a vegetable lasagna. I make a veggie lasagna. I know what goes in it and I know how it can taste. Here they come with this plate of something that looks totally white. And I'm like, what is so white? And I started picking it. They had a layer of white cheese on top of that thing that was this thick. So I took my fork and I lifted up the cheese to put it to the side. And then the noodle was there. And then inside, as the filling, they had this Alfredo creamy white stuff. I could barely pick up maybe 2 peas. I couldn't tell the vegetable. There was hardly any veggies. And I ordered a vegetable lasagna. So I was so disappointed, so disgusted. And I'm like, okay, are you telling me a chef? Now, I know what that means. A chef actually thinks that's okay to call this dish a vegetable lasagna. You could call it cheese and whatever. Come on. They probably don't want me back in those restaurants because I'm going to say, you know better than that. You know better. So you take my money, and then on the side, they had like a little micro salad. He said it came with a salad. But salads and greens are another big thing here in Panama, unfortunately. But still, I should have ordered just a salad. And even then, thinking of what happened to that lady with the salad, what if they don't wash the lettuce right? Ugh. No, I'm good. I'm telling you, I'm bougie. I remember I went to Disney somewhere that time Disney with my daughter. She's like, Mom, don't embarrass me. I said, but if the food is not good, I can tell him it's good. First of all, when you mass produce food or you do it ahead, the quality goes down. Because in a restaurant, it's about speed, it's about how fast they can get the food out. And it's about how many dishes they can get out. We call that covers, right? Because the margin of for them to make money is really small. The way people make money in restaurant, I can tell you from somebody who ran a restaurant, is with alcohol. That's where the money is, in the booze, in the drinks, in the one glass of wine that's $10. That's how they make money, not in the food that they're serving you. So the faster they can get it out, the better, right? And I went with her, and I think I ordered like stuffed mushrooms or something. It came out cold because I know it was done ahead, and they didn't keep it under the salamander to just keep it warm. And the young man came in. He's like, "Yes, ma'am. How was it?" And I look at my daughter. And I'm like, "Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but you asked me." I said it was cool. Wasn't that appealing. Mm-mm. I said, oh, and their face usually falls like they're just shocked that you say something is not up to par. And I'm like, come on. But they're used to all these tourists who come around and just they're hungry. They'll eat anything. I'm like, I am a local. I'm not. No. And where else did I go? That the food. I'm very rarely will I go somewhere and say, "Oh, that was good." But that little one place I started to tell you in Casco Viejo, it's called El Bote or something. I know when I go to that place, out of all of them, that's where I go. The fish is usually good, and they know how to cook patacones, the fried plantain. They know how to do it. It's not thick. It's not heavy. So that's where I go. So my brother's coming. I know. Oh, I'm gonna have to go there and get a fried snapper. But hey, gotta live. You're like everybody comes to Panama. They want to taste. They want to go there. So I gotta take them, right? Mm. Mm. So where else did I go? Oh, I went to a fancy restaurant. Not a fancy. Here in Casco Viejo. And I was walking with a friend, and I'm like, I feel like some fresh fish, and it was lunchtime. So first of all, that should have been a clue. If I go somewhere, the restaurant is almost empty, and it takes somebody 5, 10 minutes to approach your table, you should get up and walk out. Seriously, whatever the reason is, maybe the way you look, maybe whatever. No, if you don't think I'm worthy of eating in your restaurant, you're not worthy to get my food. I'm going to walk out. But I was with this friend, and she's gringa. So I went in, we sat there, and I was reading reviews. Oh, it's one of the best, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's see. My skeptical hat was on. So it was lunch, of course, I don't eat heavy like that. So I said, well, let me try. They had, they call it plantain guacamole boats. I'm like, avocado, plantain, two of my favorite things. Yeah, let me start that. She ordered like um, what did she order? A shrimp salad or something. Her salad came looking great. Well, in hindsight, maybe there was a reason my food looked like the way it did. But anyway, so for her to be bougie. So it took like 20 minutes. There was nobody else in that restaurant. I'm like, wow, are they going to catch the shrimp for us to wait that long? And now they peel the shrimp, they fry it, and then they put it in the mold, like a round mold. You push it in, and it comes out looking like a cup, right? And then here it comes. I think 3 or 4 of those on a plate. The plantain looked like it had died. It was lightly brown. It was hard. It was old. And the guacamole, I mean, I don't know how anybody can mess up guacamole. All you need to do is add a little lime juice, salt, and pepper. You don't have to put anything else in it. That guacamole looked awful. I took a bite and I'm like, oh my God, this is so hard. Plantain takes no time to fry, to press, to fry again. It's the easiest thing to cook. So I called the little waiter over, and I'm like, I can't eat that. I said, the plantain is old. Now it's 11:30 in the morning. You're just starting. Why would you start with yesterday's plantain that you felt you deserve to serve me? So I said, you can take it away. And then, as an owner of a restaurant, I would have said, how can I make it up to you? What can I do, give you in exchange? You know what the young man came to me and said? Oh, would you like some ice cream? It was like in the middle of the day. I said, am I a child? Do I look like I need ice cream? No, thank you. And I walked out. And he still brought me a check. He did not take it off. In my restaurant, if you complain about my food, it's free if I can't give you something else. But of course, customer service is not something we think about here. No, take that mindset. And for you to say, call the manager, that doesn't work here either in Panama, okay? So don't come here. If you're unhappy, just walk away. But my walk away was, I'm going to write you a review. And I did. And that's what I do. I still have the power of my keyboard when you do bad service or you give me bad food. And you still make me pay for it. I said, in my review, and I'm like, this is a sign of a lazy chef. Because the way I feel is that everything I do is a reflection of me, right? My workout, my videos, whatever I do, it's me. The problem we run into is once you depend on other people to do your work for you. But when I was in that restaurant in at Disney, we had the chefs on the line. That means the one that really did the food. But before that food was put on there for the servers to take it away, it was inspected by the sous chef. The sous chef would have his thing. He would check everything, and it was wipe the plate before it goes out, because that food is a reflection of that chef, the kitchen, and the restaurant as a whole. But people lose that to say, and in some places, well, you lucky that I have food that you. No, my money is still my money. I can choose to spend it there. I can choose not to, but we'll tell other people how you serve your food, what your service is like. Mm-mm. So I did write a review. I said, this is the sign of a lazy chef. I said, I don't understand why your restaurant has such good rating, because the service was awful and your food stunk. I'm sure they didn't like it, but I was pissed. I was. You give me old plantain from yesterday, guacamole that look at it was done yesterday. And that's why I tell people, don't go to restaurant on Mondays, because you're gonna get the weekend leftovers. And they're very good at repurposing it, spraying it, adding little things to give you bad food, old food. I don't eat at restaurants for that reason. Yes, I am bougie. You're not gonna get my money. And don't say because of my birthday you want to take me out to eat. Please don't do that. That doesn't speak to me at all. I can cook my own food for my birthday because I want it to taste good. Mm. Mm. All right, ladies. It's almost 2 hours. I've kept you here. So I need to go. Any question? Like I said, DMOG, D's Matrix. Yeah. Facebook.com, the happy retiree. That would be me. Yeah. I didn't think retirement would look like this. I thought I was going to be bored out of my head, but boy, oh boy. Surprise, surprise. You're welcome, ladies. I hope you have a beautiful day. A smoothie is a meal replacement. It's the best thing. Don't throw away your pulp. You want to juice, you go ahead, but do something with the pulp, okay? I don't juice because I don't want to throw away my pulp. I'd rather eat my veggies and eat my fruit. Mm, so good. So good. All right, guys. God bless. Love you. Bye bye.